Navigate the gauntlet of uncertainty the world throws at your business with SAP. Whether it's a tropical storm hitting your warehouse or a short supply of those little plastic twist ties, SAP can help you tackle those unexpected crushing setbacks with its AI-powered capabilities. To pivot to new suppliers, automate paperwork, and source the twist ties you need at the price you want, so your business can stay unstoppable. Learn more at sap.com/uncertainty.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ryan Leary, William Tinkup here with the BARF. Thank you all for joining. This is a look back at the week that was, so you could be prepared for the week that is. Mr. William, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful. It's a beautiful Sunday in Arlington, Texas.
Nothing is ever beautiful in Dallas. You're not in Dallas, though. I always
No,
think
I'm not in Dallas.
when people say Dallas, I'm like, oh, it's Dallas. And then I look at it on a map, and it's bigger than half the country.
Dallas County is not that big. Tarrant County, which is where Fort Worth and Arlington is massive. It actually
Texas.
goes across.
People say Texas, I think Dallas. I don't think Houston and Arlington. It takes you like 93 hours to get to one spot.
No. You take Texas and put it on top of Europe, and it's continental Europe. It's the size of continental Europe.
Well, there you go. There you go.
What it is.
So we've got a I don't think it was a crazy week, but there's some good stories.
There's some great stories.
Yeah.
And let me pitch you a first one. Ready?
Kick it off.
San Francisco, Seattle, and New York City account for 44% of AI jobs, says CBRE. 44%. Let's just round it up to 50%.
I thought you were going to ask me what they have in common.
Yeah.
I was going to say 30.
No. So this is according to staffingindustry.com, so you go check that out. But I actually thought when I read it, I thought that Austin, because I thought I know a lot of people left California during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, they went to Denver, Salt Lake, and Austin, essentially. So I thought those would be higher. But then I started digging into it. They're not, I mean, they're on the list, but they don't obviously account for 44% like the others do. And it got me thinking about, those three markets, something happening in those three markets that you've just lost a lot of people that do AI. And it goes back to that thing of you never put all your eggs in one basket, or you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. We've put 44% of our AI jobs in 3 baskets. So it's just one of those things to think of, and I hope it becomes dispersed over time to where there's LA, there's other Philadelphia, there's other places where these jobs are, but right now there's a concentration in San Francisco, Seattle, and New York City.
All right, good for them. Bank of America. I like what Bank of America is doing here. Okay. So Bank of America boosts the minimum hourly wage to $24. So way back in 2017, they had a minimum wage of $17, a minimum salary of $17 per hour, and they went on a mission to say by, I think it was 2025 or something to that effect, they were going to be at $25 an hour. So this gets them really, really close. So from 2017, they originally raised it to 21 back in 2021, 22 in 22, 23 last October, and now they're at 24. So they're just one pay raise away from hitting their goal, and it'll be about a year early that they hit this, which is fantastic for them. They also are offering restricted stock bonuses to anyone in a company earning less than $500,000 per year, which is in total, an aggregate is worth about $800 million. So,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, so good on these guys. They're doing well. The same jobs that were at $17 an hour are now going to be $25 an hour, fresh out of school. which is
Well,
fantastic.
Bank of America is work-to-funds bank, so we love that. But more than that, did you notice as you were saying it that the year matches the hourly
It
rate?
does. Yeah, it
In a
does. As I
way?
was saying it, I'm
It's
like
not perfect.
21, 22, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hey, who cares? In 2025, if it's 2020, if it's $25,
Good for
good
them.
on them. Yeah.
I think they're going to go to 26 and just say we're gonna do one better.
Fantastic. Love it. All right, Ryan, let me tell you a little bit about thousands of layoffs in the gaming industry and more are coming. This is algoafm.co. This is where I got the news story. It sucks. Clearly, riffs and layoffs and all that stuff I hear. I just hate all that shit. I'd rather not have it or even cover it, but this is legit. But it got me, as I was reading the article, it got me to think about how much AI and Gen AI has something to do with the layoffs.
Yeah.
So
in gaming, I would certainly think so.
Right? I mean, people are still playing games. So, like, what gives? Like, okay, so it's not like gaming fell off and like, oh no, kids aren't going to play games. Kids are playing games. Or actually, a lot of people play games, but we're laying off people that are developing. So I don't know. It seems to me that Gen AI, probably especially, might be impacting that industry. I'd like to know more. If anybody does know more about that, that's in that industry, let us know, because I'd like to hear if that's that fear of being obsolete, FOBO, right? And so it could be that. It could be other things. So
yeah, I haven't gamed I was never a big gamer. But we don't really game in the house. The girls have the most advanced system we have is the Switch. Like, that's it. And they play Mario. And I usually say Mario. They're like, no, it's Mario. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's Mario. I can't keep up with it. There's too much going on. Like, it's just not.
Both my sons game. Henry's a laptop. He's a PC gamer, and Van's Xbox, and they love it. I mean, it's one of those bits. They just grown up with it, and so they love it.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get some information and figure it out. All right, this one is I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay, right? They're just coming back down to earth. So Disney, if you're familiar with the Disney Aspire program, so Disney is going to limit college tuition benefit, and they're cutting the master's degree program, and they're cutting what they call the Penn Foster's program. So a huge Disney fan here, but here's my take. So the Disney Aspire program is, I mean, it's killer. It's amazing, and it's administered by Guild. So if you're listening and you're fans and you need some administrator to help you, go check out Guild. Shout out to those guys. So they're the administrator of Aspire. But 7 days ago, up until 7 days ago, they covered 100% tuition for in-network tuition, I'm just saying cost, books, etc. Within their network. So the change is still expected to cover the majority, if not all, of tuition for the majority of the people that are accepted into the Aspire program. But they're going to cap it at $5,250, which is the normal benefit at companies. So it's nothing crazy. It's just not 100%. But they're going to pull that back, and they cut off their Masters and Penn Foster's program. So those are no longer included. Curious as to why. I mean, it just kind of feels like it's a lot of money. That's why.
It could, again, you only as a benefits manager, you only have so much money to put towards benefits. Yeah. And it becomes kind of a game of, consumption. Yeah. And you want people to consume. So some of this could be that people weren't using the master's degree.
Well, you have to apply. There's a limited number that are accepted at different levels and all of that. But that's a massive expense if you're paying 10,000 people to go to college.
My hope is that they're spending that money somewhere else.
I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure
they just cut it as an expense, that they reallocate it to pet insurance or something else that people care about.
Yeah. Pet insurance. There you go. Next story now.
I'm getting it in every episode.
Yeah, you are.
Microsoft. The Use Case podcast is where technology vendors get to talk about themselves. And it's a wonderful place for vendors, investors, and practitioners to listen to the story of the solution, the features, the benefits, the attributes, etc. And we get to know the CEO or founder during the call, and we also get to know the tech. So subscribe to the Use Case Podcast. Is increasing the diversity of its AI teams to reduce technology's potential for bias. Yeah, I know. I did the exact same thing. So this is BBC.com.
Yeah.
So first of all, it was we will defund DEI in general, Microsoft, but we'll increase DEI in the AI teams, which makes me. Am I missing something? Like the way that they phrase this, it's like, and they have their chief diversity officer on record, like saying, "Hey, we want more diversity on our AI teams so that it reduces bias." Okay, but why don't you want that in the rest of the departments?
They said they were going to invest more in AI, so they're right.
Yeah, but just like you identify a team and say, "Okay, this team we need diversity." Okay, well, what about all the other teams? It just seems counterintuitive to then not. I mean, it's to say one's one important. Like I get DEI and AI and reducing bias, like all that tracks. Okay, but why wouldn't you apply that to the marketing team or to another team in the same way?
Yeah, just because this is the one that makes headlines.
That's correct. All right, let me give you another one. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, New York will require large retail employers to install panic buttons in the workplace as retail workers face heightened violence post-pandemic. I'm just going to let that
heightened violence.
Oh yeah.
Go to work and
that's legit.
Get beat?
Oh yeah. Well,
like in the building or like outside the buildings?
No, in the building. They're taking all kinds of abuse. This happened back at the beginning of COVID. Like you could see the videos and stuff that were happening. People were just, they'd come in. You don't have this, and it was a thing. But I remember, this is like 86 in Grand Prairie, Texas. I had a woman actually like put her hands on me about the price of broccoli. It's the funniest shit in the world now. At the time, I was like really pissed. But I got called to the service desk. And so I go up there. We have codes. So I was 106. So 106 come to the service desk. So I went up to the service desk. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? How's everything going?" And she lit into me. She goes, "The price of broccoli, it says one thing, it scans another." I'm like, "Okay, well, let's get that taken care of." And she goes, "You need to," and she put her finger into my chest. Like, "You need to." I'm like, whoa. No, there's no need.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
So, we're just going to go get you some broccoli, man.
The price of broccoli. I'm like, it's pretty easy to fix. Like, we don't have to, it's people have other things going on in their minds, but panic buttons. So this is what's really fascinating to me is I think they'll be installed right next to the mood buttons. The smiley faces.
Yeah.
You put the panic button.
I get
panic button right there. Boop.
We're living in a world of fear,
right,
at the moment, right? And cashiers,
first person shooter, yeah.
I mean, shooter. Cashiers are gonna have. I mean, we've always had them, right? Cashiers, bankers always had them. Gas stations had little button.
Good point.
Panic button. So I don't think this is anything new. I think now it's just gonna say, okay, New York is gonna make a statement. We have a lot of crime in New York, and we're gonna actually put this into law. We're gonna require this for
put it for large retailers, but if it works, I think especially in an active shooter scenarios where somebody can actually see something happening, hit panic button, that might get it would get the police there faster. Yeah. I like all that.
But then the problem becomes, what is panic? Define panic. Define the situation where you push panic. You're going to have a lot of false alarms. Then you're going to stress the police and the emergency units. And
agreed.
So there's going to be a whole lot of stuff that comes with it. So
got to be some refinement.
Yeah. Stick to the mood buttons. A lot easier.
Smiley face.
All right. So FedEx enforced. So FedEx is in trouble. again, they enforced a 100% healed policy against their ramp transport drivers. So, meaning
Healed?
you get injured, you hurt your toe, whatever, you get injured, you have to leave work. You can't come back until you're deemed 100%, which is illegal. That violates the ADA Act. And so this is a clear cut.
Interesting.
Yes, this is a clear cut and dry case, right? So employers cannot have a 100% healed policy. It's unlawful. It violates the ADA Act. It's just not good, right? So the EEOC has taken it to them. This is not the first time they've taken something like this to FedEx,
Right.
but FedEx placed employees on leave even when they could perform the essential job functions of the job, or
Not
without
good.
providing them reasonable accommodations. So,
Right.
okay, so I can't do this 100%, but with a railing I can hold on to, I can
Right.
do this 100%, right?
Right.
Like, or with maybe different types of shoes. I can, that are orthotic shoes or whatever.
Yep.
I can stand for 8 hours. And so they weren't offering that. So they're taking it to them, and that's the claim. But 4 years ago, a little more than 4 years ago, FedEx Ground, which is not FedEx, it's a subsidiary of FedEx, which is obviously FedEx, they paid $3.3 million to settle claims that have failed to accommodate workers with hearing impairments for similar cases. Right. So this is one fool me once,
chief
fool me
safety
twice.
officer in risk administration. That's jacked.
Yeah.
Like these are things that are fixable.
This is now a pattern. This is just there's stupidity involved, but this is just a pattern at this point. This is like the third or fourth time. So I think they're going to get them, and at some point,
I think they're FedEx is they're it's a competitive space, right? So
sure.
I think again, if we dug into DHL or if we dug into the US, we'd find some of the same things. They're just cutting corners.
Yeah,
and these aren't corners that we should cut. I mean,
we shouldn't cut them because this is the space we live in. To them, it's the opposite side. So in their minds, it's
just a cost. It's a line item. All right, Ryan, this one I think you'll love. PwC will soon use location data to track employees.
Love it.
This is on entrepreneur.com. PwC is modifying its work policies to ensure employees spend at least 3 days per week in office starting January 1st. And privacy can go to hell. Well, so of course, as I'm reading this, I'm like, will they be monitoring me at night? Like you were at a bar, you went to a strip club, like like where does this stop? On the weekends? You're out fishing, like whatever, like what? So it also leads me to think about PwC, great consulting company. As we mock this bid, it's what advice are they going to be giving their customers regarding RTO when they do something like this? I mean, using location data to track employees, it's like Live 360 for your employees. Like I get to know everything about where you're going and where you've been.
So I haven't read this story, but are they tracking the employees in the office to see what parts of the office they're using, where they are, how they're communicating, how efficiency, all that
this
stuff.
is just location data, but they'd use other tools to do the other stuff. But I mean, on their computer, they can actually track all that stuff, but this is their phones. This is they're going to use location data. I want to see the Gen Z and millennials react to this.
See anybody react to it?
Yeah. Like they're putting it out. They're soft pedaling it out in September. It's like, we're just going to be using location data to kind of, see where you're at and all that stuff. Like,
Williams in the bathroom again. Another 45 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of smoke breaks.
Yeah,
great.
There you go. So, all right. This one has really no meaning other than to say it's in Dallas, and I've got to include something in Dallas just to
100%,
jab it at you every week. But it is a serious story. So EEOC, again, I just wanted to throw this in here. Barber School in Dallas said having 2 pregnant workers wasn't in its best interest. So we don't even need to go into details here, right? We We all know the outcome of what's going to happen here.
Whose
right?
best interest?
Got it. not in the best interest. Okay, not going to touch it. That said, it's Dallas. So
Well, I mean, if they're using chemicals, or if it was something to put them in harm's way, or if the work was
that's where the Accommodations Act comes into play.
Right. No, exactly. Like, that's just dumb.
Yeah,
It's just dumb people doing dumb stuff.
Yeah, they'll get hammered on it. They'll be
As they should.
Yeah, so that's all. That's all I got on that guy.
All right, let's do some acquisitions. Ready?
Let's do it.
You want to start off with the Bullhorn story?
Yeah, so Bullhorn makes its third acquisition this year by bringing on Kona Search.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. This was a Hunt Scanlon, which is a wonderful website that tracks the staffing industry. It's very well, actually. Mm-hmm. This enhances Bullhorn's ability to support executive search firms. And so, they help staffing firms. Manpower uses them as their technology. A lot of people use Bullhorn. Everybody knows that internationally Bullhorn is the player, but I've not seen them ever play in executive search. They might have always been playing. I just haven't seen it and tracked it as well. But this is solid. This is them, in my mind, going and supporting a different type of staffing.
Right.
So, like RPO and executive search and staffing, they all kind of get muddled together at some point, but executive search is in its own world. And there's technology that does serve the executive search market, but I like that Bullhorn is moving in this way. So congratulations to them. Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal also owns pizza places and entertainment companies, and diversify
your bonds. Okay, ExecuPay acquires professional payroll. Company was called Professional Payroll. I don't know what to do with that. Anyhow, like when you're naming the company,
Professional Payroll Company.
Wait a minute,
shit, that's the name of the company.
Wait a minute, what are we going to call the company? Well, it's a payroll company,
and we're professional,
and we are definitely professional, and the people we serve are professional. Well, Jimmy, why don't we just call it Professional Payroll? Anyhow, ExecuPay acquires Professional Payroll, expanding its ExecuPay HR software portfolio. So this is on finance.yahoo. So you can read all about this. So it's a payroll roll-up. They do payroll.
Right.
They're acquiring another payroll. So it's consolidation in the payroll market. But the real thing that we should be looking at is ExecuPay is owned by a company called Vensure, Vensure. And Vensure has completed over 75 acquisitions in the HR tech space. So what we should be watching is what they're doing.
Yeah.
ExecuPay buying or acquiring Professional Payroll.
Just another one. Yeah.
That's awesome. But what we really should be tracking is Vensure. Yeah. What they're doing is, they're putting all these things together, which is great.
Yeah. They're making money is what they're doing.
Payroll consolidation.
They are professionally paying people now. All right. Impulse acquires Zipari. I think I'm saying that correctly. So this is a company that helps healthcare providers and insurers connect better with their patients. Okay. Sounds boring.
Okay. Yep.
But
Yep.
essentially, this is taking away all the fuckery between communication. So emails, text, all the different apps that are out there, your work platforms, your healthcare platforms, is taking all of that. This is an omni-channel solution.
Cool.
2 ways to allow them to receive and communicate, get access to their healthcare records, all of the above. So I like it because this is actually a massive pain point for a lot of people, not just companies that are administering this, but just people. It just sucks the process. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know much about any company, but hey, they're moving towards the right direction.
I like it. So let me rattle through 3 acquisitions that there is a theme. If you take the professional payroll, executive pay, that's a payroll consolidation. This next one is True, the 6th largest executive search firm in the U.S. Acquired Paradigm Search, San Francisco-based, kind of a boutique firm. This was on businesswire.com, so you could take a look at that. But this is executive search consolidation.
Hi there, I'm Peter Zollman. I'm a co-host of the Inside Job Boards and Recruitment Marketplaces podcast.
And I'm Stephen Rothberg, and I guess that makes me the other co-host.
Every other week, we're joined by guests from the world's leading job sites.
Together, we analyze news about general, niche, and aggregator job board and recruitment marketplaces sites.
Make sure you sign up and subscribe today.
So this is an example of, the executive search market. What do we got? We got a big fish, got a smaller fish. All right. So the second story is Zealous to acquire employee benefits platform Benify. And this was on pehub.com, which, by the way, pehub.com, wonderful website, keeps track of all the PE action, like all the things that they're doing, which is really cool. So Zealous plans to combine Benify with its own benefits administration platform, Beneflex. Benefits management software consolidation. So we have payroll consolidation, executive search consolidation, and in this story we have benefits management software consolidation. And then the last one I'd say is Assessio, a talent assessment provider, acquired Wisnio, a fellow talent assessment provider. And this was on Wisnio. I looked at their press release to see kind of how they talked a little bit about it. And it's, again, these are 2 people doing similar work, and they're both in Europe, putting those things together as a talent assessment consolidation. So it's something for us to track for the rest of the year is how many of these are strategics. Like I believe Bullhorn's acquisition was a strategic, and all these others are still great. I mean, when you're acquired, there's a payday, hopefully, if done well.
Yeah, not all the time.
Not all the time, but it's consolidation. So the market is saying, okay, there's too many of these, squish these together. So, yeah, good stuff. Good to look at. Research. Ryan, what do we got?
You want me to kick off?
Yeah, let's tell us a little bit about it.
All right. So the Workforce Readiness Gap. This is by Cornerstone and our friends over at Lighthouse.
Ben Eubanks.
Ben Eubanks is right. It's called the Workforce Readiness Gap. So this is, do you feel like training is working for your company? That's the question, right? So let me read these stats and get your thoughts on this, right?
Yeah.
89% of employers believe they are providing adequate training and development. 38% of employers agreed with this sentiment. Or 38% of employees. Sorry.
Yeah. So you asked 2 different groups of people at the company. You ask them, are we doing good at training? Are we providing enough training at the workplace? The employers are saying, 89% of them are saying, oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we're doing
hell
good.
Yeah.
Program is amazing.
Oh my God, it's great. We only 11% they weren't, which is insane. And then you ask the exact same question to the employees, and 38%. That's half of the people that basically said no, we don't have enough of this.
So imagine being the head of learning at your company.
I'm trusting the employees.
And then the employee, like you're like, hell yeah, we're amazing. We're doing all this stuff. You did 7 launches this year. You did the whole thing. And then what was it? What did I say? 13%, 38% of the employees actually think you did a good job.
Yeah, but
Do you
that's
get
a
to keep
terrible
your
number.
job? Like,
Yeah, that's a terrible number.
yeah.
Well, and because you and I went to Cornerstone Connect this summer,
Mhm.
they're all about workforce agility.
Yeah.
So we could have a problem in defining what is training and towards what end. It could be a terms discussion, but the delta between 89% and 38% is
Yeah,
it's
that sounds
too
like
large.
justification. Like,
Yeah,
we're just
100%.
defining it differently.
100%.
No,
100%.
no,
No,
no.
that's definitely a rationalization.
That means you need to go get a new job, and we need to bring somebody else in. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right, let me pitch this one to you. All right, the politics of dancing. Enhance V uncovers the conflict caused by discussing politics at work. It's that Enhance V, so that's ENHANCV.com. You can take a look at their research. So, a lot of people ask me, did you watch the debate? And my answer is no. Not only did I not watch it, I don't care. It's one of those bits. Every presidential election, I kind of get to this place about this time in the year. I'll care a little bit more about it in late October, but at this point in the year, I'm beaten. I'm just beaten with all the TV and all the ads and everything else, and so I'm like, I just don't care. I do care. I just don't care at this particular moment. So this is both simultaneously. The stats are going to be simultaneously funny and not funny. So let me give you 3 stats. 34% of Gen Z employees lie about their political beliefs to avoid workplace conflict.
That's much higher.
100%.
I'm going
100%.
85%.
100%. I'm not telling you shit. So I'll just go along. Yeah. Oh yeah, you like Trump? Oh hell yeah, great.
Yeah.
Why am I going to fight you on this? Second stat: Gen Z is 10 times more likely to have been disciplined by baby boomers. Now, let that just sink in for a second. So,
disciplined by baby boomers.
About politics at work.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, well, that's because your parents always said, "Don't discuss politics at work."
That's right.
And today it's very different. Yeah.
So the most controversial topics to discuss at work overall are presidential candidates, abortion, and LGBTQ rights. Okay, so fair. Okay, but for Hispanic workers, the top 3 are presidential candidates. Check. Gun control. Okay, and racial equality. Presidential candidates tracks, racial equality tracks, gun control doesn't track for me. And not only that, is where is immigration for Hispanic workers? Wouldn't that be something that they care about? Evidently not, according to
everything listed there. Those are all divisive topics.
That's right. They're the culture wars.
Yeah, and there's not many of these topics where you're kind of like middle of the road.
Right.
You're either for LGBTQ rights or you're not. You kind of you can't be like, well, for some things I'm good. Abortion, it depends. These are divisive topics. So if
the LGBT, yes, the Q, you lost me at Q. Sorry.
You need to have a stance on this, and we've said this even to in the space with vendors. Have a stance, not on this stuff, but pick a lane.
Yeah.
Have a stance on a topic and stay firm to it. Don't pander to the people. This is one of those things. You just have a stance. You either are or you're not. And employers
gun control threw me off. I can see that in Texas. We did this just in Texas. This would definitely, it would be presidential candidates. Well, actually, it'd be gun control, presidential candidates,
and gun control,
and immigration.
Yeah,
that's it. That'd be the things that there's that would be discussed at work. But anyhow, the 34% of Gen Z employees lie about their political beliefs to avoid that number.
Way higher.
Oh my God! It's almost like 100% in my mind.
100%. All right, what else you got here?
Let's see here. Layoffs are stressful for employees, particularly when they occur around the holiday season.
No shit.
Get your popcorn ready. So resumetemplates.com. Wonderful stats. They're terrifying. Of course, when I say wonderful, I mean terrifying.
But can we just discuss that title real quick? Layoffs are stressful around the holidays.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Basic. Yeah.
I hope they didn't pay somebody for this.
They did. Somebody got paid to type
We
that.
should just gather all the survey titles that are out there and just not even read the research. Let's just give our thoughts on it and then compare our thoughts to the.
Just judge the
throw
title.
It in the chat GP. Yeah, judge the title. Give our own stats. Like seriously, make up our own stats and then throw ours in the GPT and theirs and see where the crossover is and how
100%.
different they are.
100%.
We're going to be relatively the same because it's common
All
sense.
right, so let me give you. I wonder if the election will change this for better or for worse in terms of the layoffs, the impending layoffs. So let's look at the numbers. 72% of companies plan to change. 72% of companies have a plan to have a round of layoffs before the end of the year. That's a pretty high number.
That is very high. That seems really high.
That's scary high, actually. Now, it's September. We still have, we still have, let's say, 3.5 months. Can things change? November's and the election's in November. Okay, will things change after that? I don't know. But let's take a look at that. Second point, performance management is the top reason for layoffs. Which, again, if you're reducing headcount, okay, that's one thing. Are you reducing headcount because you just overstaffed? Okay, is that the bit? Like that's almost, you can almost understand it. We overhired. We thought we would be in a different place. We overhired. But if it's performance management, that's different to me. And then the last bit is the majority of companies will give retained employees year-end bonuses. So let that sink in. 72% of the companies plan to do a round of layoffs. Okay, fuck y'all.
We're going to use the money we save and pay these people.
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought when I read it.
I mean, look, if I'm one of those people getting paid, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Sally. Sucks to be you.
Yeah,
I got a bonus.
Yeah,
I'm going to Bali. Anyhow, layoffs. Kidding aside, layoffs suck.
Sure,
totally get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just reading those things together. It's like, okay, performance management.
Yeah.
Okay, that's scary. 72% of the companies. That's a hell of a lot. And then they're going to keep that money and give it to the people that they can.
Yeah. So I want to go back real quick.
Sure.
I don't know if I agree fully with layoffs suck for everybody. Because there's a lot of people on the brink of like, I really don't want to be here.
Yeah, you suck.
And now the decision's been made. They just can't make that decision. Finding the new job is what sucks.
100%.
It's the layoff could be a smack in the face. Like, whoa, okay, I'm not as important as I thought. Got it. When you get over that, finding the job, the stress of finding the job and feeling lost.
Well, and this
after
would be
20 years at a company.
If it's performance management, it wouldn't be a RIF.
Well,
so that a reduction of it's
yeah.
It's you weren't doing your job. You weren't good at your job. So that's a hammer to the head.
Yeah. At which point you're gonna have trouble finding.
Right.
Good job.
Yeah. Turns out, don't suck.
That's a good one. So, all right, we got some funding.
Let's do it.
To talk about.
Money.
So I'm going to butcher this name possibly. Just Monday. Just Monday? No, there we go. Just Monday.
Who's Monday?
So they raised $22 million Series B. So this is a German-based company. And they're using this to expand their AI-driven legal platform globally.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so this is an AI-driven or legal platform. So this is, and I thought about like, is it really important? Is it not?
100%.
And I kind of think it is, right? So this is, I think, particularly relevant to HR and TA for global companies that deal with international legal complexities. Helps them obviously for the obvious reason, right? Streamline communications, being decisive, making decisions, collaborations amongst different legal teams across different countries, right? US doesn't necessarily know what's going on in Iraq. Like it's all very different.
Right.
So this gets us one step closer to working together in the organizations.
I wonder if this impacts legal fees. So my gut tells me if you're using AI to then draft, let's say, partnership agreement, right? And it drafts it. I mean, you and I have done this bit in ChatGPT, and all of a sudden there's you've got a partnership agreement, and you made this minor editing that basically a pre-law person can work through. Are you still charging out at $600 an hour?
I think for now, yes. I think for now that remains because it still takes intelligence to work with the system to get what you need. And then it has to be reviewed, right? You're still going to want that legal review and not the trust. And maybe at some point it gets to the point of, this doesn't need to be reviewed up until it does.
Well, we're not paying lawyers. And this has been going on for years. We don't pay lawyers to start with a blank screen.
No, of course not.
Right. There's templates on everything that's out there. So there's templates that they work with. And that's been going on for now. These templates are in ChatGPT, or in this case, their own AI platform, their own large language model platform. And they're just going to have that there. Yeah. So it's going to happen quicker.
Yeah. And I think there'll be, if they're checking precedent or they're checking previous cases to ensure, continuity, all that stuff. I think it's, up until the point where it's wrong,
right?
You're going to want to pay that lawyer.
See, I think that this is going to impact lawyers like medical insurance impact doctors. So I actually think that AI is horrible for lawyers. And we'll see, in time, less people going into the legal profession.
Yeah.
Well, because they're not going to get paid.
We always said the world can use less lawyers.
Now we found a way. Thanks, AI. Appreciate you. Peace. So Glean raises over $260 million at a $4.6 billion valuation and launches next generation prompting to accelerate its vision, work AI for all. This is at Glean.com, so you can go take a look at it. Now, for our regular listeners, Glean might sound familiar.
Yeah.
We reported that Glean raised $200 million at a 2.2 valuation in early March. So 6 months later, they've raised another 260 and they've doubled their valuation. That's, first of all, so it's just full stop. That's amazing. Good for them. That's a lot of money. And that's not all the money that they've raised. I mean, that's just 460 million of the money that they've raised. They've raised other money. But their valuation is huge. So congrats to
the funny
them.
part is they haven't sold a product. They haven't made a dollar. No, I'm just kidding.
They've shipped no software, but they've got offices in 180 countries. What?
Yeah.
But congratulations to Glean. Seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Good. And we'll stick with that because there's going to be more.
Oh yeah. Okay. Finally, that's actually the name of the company. Finally.
Finally, we're done. We're done. Peace.
Yeah. An AI-powered, all-in-one finance and HR suite raised $50 million Series B funding and $150 million in credit facility. So this is on TechCrunch. So you go there and take a look at that. Finally I think it's Miami based. I'm pretty sure it's Miami based. They focus on the SMB market. And I think they'll eventually get acquired by SAP, Oracle, Workday, somebody like that for a down market play. So first of all, congrats on the 50 million on a Series B. That's a hefty Series B. So congrats. Not easy. 150 million in credit. Congratulations on that as well.
Yep.
But I think this is a play that eventually will get gobbled up as a down market, as the SMB solution for another company.
Very nice.
There you go.
All right. We have a $25 million Series A with Ambit. Ambit? Is that how you say it? Ambit?
Yeah.
Found this on FinSme's. So they took $25 million to improve how businesses manage and protect their automated systems.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we reported on these guys previously. There was another company I can't think of it right now that does a very similar thing.
Right.
And so, just to be clear on how does this affect HR? Because it's not, this is not just information and security.
Right.
So for HR departments, this matters because many HR tools, they integrate with a ton of stuff, right?
Right.
A lot of cloud-based
Sensitive
services.
data. Yeah.
Payroll, sensitive data stuff, payroll, recruiting systems, benefit systems. So these integrations all involve, everything is automated. Automated scripts or bots exchanging the data back and forth. This is where Ambit comes in. They help secure all of these, what we call non-human identities. I can't think of the name of that company. It'll come to me. But these are all the non-human identities that are going across all of these systems. So specifically in HR and talent acquisition, these guys are baked into a lot of the process that we leverage. That we just
we'll see more of these types of plays because security and privacy is just with all the AI hacks. We know that AI and Gen AI is going to create more hacks, more data breaches, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to see more of this.
When we release one of the upcoming episodes, y'all not going to go to sleep.
Oh, 100%.
Like when I saw this story, this was the one I was just like,
wow, terrified. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, but more to come on that.
Payroll startup, Cercil. That's CERCIL. Inks.
What did you call it? Cercil?
Cercil.
Cercil? Circly. I would have said Circly.
Okay, do Circly. There you go.
Either way.
Yeah, do that. So it is CERCLI. So yeah,
Circli.
Octopi, octopus, whatever. So they brought in $4 million to build the rippling of the middle for the Middle East and North Africa.
Ooh.
This is on TechCrunch. I love this.
Yeah.
Now that we know their name, Circly. I love this because there's a lot of action in Africa.
Yeah, you brought a couple up the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just some cool action going on there. I love to see that. And Middle East is an underserved market as well. Mm-hmm. So I love seeing, because what you really want is HR literacy to increase.
Right.
But you got to have HR. You got to have technology. You got policies and procedures and process and all that other stuff. But you need software at some point to help you. So good for them. Good for them specifically, but good for the areas.
Yeah, no, 100%. All right, final funding for the day. ASAP raises $22.5 million in a Series A. Yeah, I do like that name. It is a good name. What I don't like about this.
Okay.
Let me read you this tagline. The AI-powered human-centric team transformation engine. Right? I mean, I'd love to talk to these guys and figure out what all that means and not dogging anybody's work. That's just really hard to come up with.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel genuine to me. It feels like this is worse than buzzword bingo for me. But anyway.
Well, they got it out of ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. The AI-powered human-centric team transformation engine. Basically, they help companies provide personalized leadership and employee coaching, team building, change, leadership growth. So that's the important part of this. They're going to accelerate all of this.
That's cool.
But I think if they skip that tagline and just get to what they do, it'd be much better because my gut's going to say, when their sales team talks to somebody and they say that line, it lost me at it's gone. So
yeah, the transformation engine is cool. Like I got, okay, transformation engine, like, okay, tell me a little bit more about that. But
Right.
AI powered, no one cares.
Yeah.
Human centric, okay, well, as you would be like what? Number centric?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't, but transformation engine, I think there's something there.
There's something there, yeah.
But ASAP, you could tie back up to ASAP. Like,
yeah.
What are we trying to do with ASAP?
Yeah.
But anyhow, naming a company is not easy. So
No. And not dogging because somebody worked on that and that's hard. It just
100%.
was confusing to me. But what they're doing, I think, is very important. So congratulations on the funding. And maybe we'll get to talk with them and see what's going on.
Professional payroll.
But you know what? Professional payroll. But you know what this means?
What does this mean?
We're done.
We've done our job.
We're done. It's time to go eat some chicken wings, watch some football, and do our thing. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Like, love, subscribe, all that jazzy stuff anywhere you listen to and find your podcast. If you see us at HR Tech, come by, say hello. And then we'll also be at Indeed FutureWorks later in the week. So if you're there,
iSolve Connect a week later.
And iSolve Connect a week later. So if you're there at any of those, please stop on by.
Please.
Say hello. That's it. We're gone. Peace.